I want to tell you what you're charged with.
Okay.
You're charged with aggravated stalking. It's alleged that you did engage in a willful course of conduct involving repeated or continuous harassment of Catherine Ganger. The contact being such that would cause a reasonable person to feel frightened, harassed, intimidated, and threatened. And such conduct would actually cause Catherine Ganger to feel frightened, harassed, intimidated, and threatened. That's a 5-year felony. You're also charged as a fourth habitual offender, which I believe would make this punishable by up to 15 years imprisonment. This was alleged to have occurred here this summer, June 29th and June 30th. How did you come to get arrested?
I went to check into my bank account yesterday and come to find out that all my money was gone off my bank account. And I've been sick for the last year. I've lost 86 pounds.
Well, where were you when you got arrested?
I was at home. I pulled up at home and the officers were there.
In Kalamazoo?
In Kalamazoo, yes.
All right.
And as far as June 29th, and I wasn't even around them. I was at home in Kalamazoo, and I don't know how I could stalk them if I'm at home.
Hang on, we'll get to that, sir. We'll get to that.
I was dispatched to Village of Constantine on June 30th regarding text messages to his ex-wife, Catherine Marie Ganger. Some of this is like deja vu all over again because you had an earlier case with Miss Ganger.
I haven't texted her since.
Hang on, sir. Don't. Let's not go there. We're not gonna figure this out today.
I can't hear you, sir.
All right. Well, don't say anything. But
Okay.
they've got the phone. They've got the phones, and
I mean, because I was served with a PPO order, and
Right.
the guy brought all my stuff back.
Sir, let's not make any more statements, okay? We would ask the court to enter a plea of
All
not
right.
guilty.
anyway, the messages are very troubling. She said, I have surgery scheduled the next day. Scott said he was going to go to the hospital and stab her if he didn't get the things he wanted. The following are the text messages that I received from Catherine's phone. Since you're not answering, I'll be on my way out. I don't give a fuck if the police are there or not. And then I'm taking all my fucking shit and they're going to have to kill me. I'll see you Tuesday the 1st. It'll be one of the first things you see that will scare you. I'll be waiting for you at the hospital for you tomorrow. You won't even know where I am until you get it stuck in you. Matter of fact, if my shit doesn't get returned, my grill, my lawnmower, my tent, and all my stuff, I will take care of it, but illegally if I have to, but my shit will get back to me. I'll see you in the hospital in the morning if you don't write me back. I'm praying to God that you die tonight before I see you in the morning at the hospital. That's the kind of messages they received off your phone. Now, I dealt with you two as a couple back in 2020. Same sort of thing. Text messages threatening to kill her. That was charged as a felony. I believe it was bound over to circuit court. And you had an earlier case in 2016, and I don't remember if that was Miss Ganger or not.
Yes.
So they're treating this quite seriously. Is the PPO out of Kalamazoo County or St. Joseph County?
Out of St. Joe County. I was served with that, I think in July. Actually, they had arrested me for a violation of PPO order on my girlfriend that I had then, and then they dismissed the case because Catherine Ganger called the police, told them I had a warrant for that. And then when I get out, I got hit with a PPO order from her. And I leave her alone. I don't go nowhere near her. I leave her alone. All I wanted was my stuff back.
Hey,
I went.
Stop,
All right,
sir,
stop,
don't make any
Jim,
more
don't
statements.
say more about it. Well, that ain't how you go about doing it. Stop. Mr. Stickley's right. I'm not mad at you. I just don't want you to say something that could implicate yourself, even acknowledge that you had contact with her. So, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna appoint an attorney and set pre-exam conference for 9/30/25 at 8:30 and a preliminary examination for October 7th.
Sir, there's a way
Yes.
I can get a PR bond or an OR bond. I have doctor's appointments for my stomach. I've been back and forth. Like I said, I've been sick since November of last year. Like I said, I've lost 86 pounds. I'm trying to find out what's wrong with me. I was supposed to have an MRI at 10 o'clock last night, Bronson and Battle Creek, and I couldn't make it because I was arrested. They're trying to find out why I'm losing weight and I continuously lose weight. I'm just trying to keep my doctor's appointments in order. I care a lot about Catherine. I didn't mean to say any of that stuff if I said it.
No,
That's what I don't know.
Stop making statements. So, Your Honor, he's asking for a bond to be set fairly and equitably, hopefully with a PR bond.
He ain't getting a PR bond. Stop. We could start at 1 million and work our way up. I'm very concerned about these threats. I had some in 2016. I had some in 2020. I hope you die before I get there in the morning. You're gonna wake up and you're gonna see me before I stick it in you. I'm not sure exactly what that is in reference to. Ms. Canfield, what's the prosecutor's position here?
Your Honor, the prosecutor's position is that under 6106F, the factors and analysis of them would indicate that this man is a danger to not only Ms. Gagner, but to the community. And he has a very violent criminal history. I don't know that he's a flight risk if he's ill and has employment in Kalamazoo. However, there's a 1983 destruction of fired police property, a 1988 conviction for a traffic offense, an 88 conviction for assault and battery, 94 assault and battery, 96 domestic violence, 97 domestic violence second offense, 99 there was a home invasion and domestic violence that got dismissed. I'm not sure what led to that, but there's a conviction in 2000 for assault with a dangerous weapon for which he was confined in prison. Another conviction in 2000 for drunk driving. 2000, there were malicious phone calls and another assault dismissed in that year in 2001. There's a resisting and obstructing with probation revoked in 2005. Assault and battery in 2007. Domestic violence third offense in 2008 with a 6-month jail confinement. Another 2010 assault with a dangerous weapon and DV third bound over to circuit court. I see a conviction on the assault with a dangerous weapon in 2011. Confinement 2 to 8 years in prison. Malicious calls again in 2010, marijuana 2010, another domestic violence second 2011, strangulation, pled guilty in 2017.
That's here in St. Joseph County. That's
Correct.
263169.
Aggravated stalking conviction in 2021. Again, in a prison term, and yet here we have again Mr. Jones coming back before the court on another very serious offense with a lengthy history of assaultive crimes. So I do believe he's a danger, not only to the alleged victim, but to the public, and I would ask that the court set high cash bond.
Mr. Stickley?
I simply ask that bond be set fairly and equitably. I have nothing else.
All right.
Sure. I'm just
Yes,
trying to make it-
Mr. Jones, I'm gonna mute your microphone. I'm sorry about your medical circumstances. This is all on you. This is all on you. Your all baggage has come home and landed on you. I'm in the absurd position that I'm inclined to set this bond higher than a criminal sexual conduct first degree. Bond is $250,000 cash or surety. Mrs. Ganger shouldn't have to live in this fear for this long. Yes,
Is that a bond condition?
yeah.
This is the new. I need to.
I thought I threw those
I
away.
need to take these from you.
Was this the last one? Or is that
This
this one?
is the brand, this is, no.
All
this
right,
is
they
brand
were
new.
filling them out and
Yeah,
putting them in as
that's,
part
we're
of
trying to
this.
get clarification on that. I didn't take these out.
All right.
so I apologize on that.
No contact with Catherine Ganger. No assaultive behavior. I've never seen this form before.
It's new this week, Your Honor. They're kind of making a transition.
Mr. Jones, I don't expect you're gonna post this bond. The attorney will come out and see you at the jail and discuss this. You may want to share with him your medical appointment schedule, and that could be discussed further at your other hearing. But I'd like to have some input from the prosecutor's office and Ms. Ganger, but this is all on you. Your history came back to roost, and it roosted in the amount of $250,000 with a no contact provision. All right, you're good to go, sir. He's speaking sign language, but I don't want him to say anything else to implicate himself.
So first
I mean,
of
the
all,
Sixth
Pam,
Amendment says,
stop
right?
talking.
Well, you asked me a question. I'm answering under the
No,
Sixth
I heard
Amendment.
you. No, stop talking. So look, this is the way it's gonna work. I'm gonna give you what your rights are. And then if you make a choice to represent yourself, you can, after I've finished giving you those rights. Do you understand that part?
I comprehend it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And we can go from there. Ms. Moeller, it looks like your client submitted 4 different filings. First of all, the court has no requirement because we're not a email e-filing court to accept email pleadings. We did do so. Your client was advised that there is a page limit to how much we'll accept for any one hearing. So that happened, and you should be aware that that did happen as well. And that she will need to follow any filing requirements in the future. And I believe that she represented to staff that she had filed those with the prosecutor's office. Ms. Woods is indicating she did not receive them. I don't know whether they were filed with the prosecutor's office or not. Having said that, do you have a copy of the filings that your client filed with the court?
They do, Your Honor. I received those filings were sent to the court, and just now realizing they were not sent to prosecution, I have forwarded those to Ms. Woods.
Thank you.
I sent them to the other prosecutor. I apologize. Her name was Ellie, I think, because that was the one who, it said she was the prosecutor for the county. So I just probably sent it to the wrong prosecutor.
So it is a he. That is
He,
the
okay.
chief prosecutor, Ellie Savitt, and they probably did not get sent to the proper place because of the way you filed them.
I filed them the way I was instructed to file them. I called and asked for instructions, and I did what I was told. So I was told that the filing requirements were to email them, and that's what I did. So, and then I was notified after the fact that there was a limit. They made an exception because they didn't notify me. And then I told them I emailed the prosecutor, verified the email. And so as far as I know, the chief prosecutor got them. I just didn't know that I was supposed to send them to the other prosecutor too. I thought, notice to agents, notice to principal. So I thought if I sent them to the main prosecutor, any of the assistant prosecutors would get them. Because I didn't know which one would be on the case today.
Ms. Woods?
Yes, Judge, I mean, I'm just opening up one of the files now. I mean, I would need time to review all of this. I would not be able to. Yeah, I would need time to review all of these, Judge.
Thank you. All right, so first of all, Ms. Janeski has counsel, so whether or not she should or has the ability to file filings in the first place is something I'm still mulling over because she has counsel. So any pleadings should come through her counsel. And
Yeah,
then,
they refused to file it. So,
ma'am, I didn't say.
oh, I'm
it.
sorry. I apologize.
And then, secondly, these are not proper pleadings. They're not filed in the proper format. They're not filed with the proper spacing. They're not filed according to any of the court rules. So
They
that's
don't have to be though,
ma'am,
which I put
they
on
do.
there.
Ma'am, if you speak up one more time, you're going to be held in contempt of court.
But I thought this was my hearing. I should be able to
Ma'am,
speak on my
all
own
right.
behalf.
You're not able to speak on your own behalf unless you don't have counsel, and you need to stop talking. One more talking, it's going to find you in contempt of court, and I'm going to give you 15 days. So please stop talking. Ms. Woods is indicating that she needs time to look at those pleadings and to be able to respond. Ms. Moeller, what is your position? I haven't heard anything from you today because she actually has.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Janeski and I did, prior to the last pretrial, discuss. I didn't know exactly what she was going to be filing, but I did understand the basis of her legal argument. Her and I had a conversation where I didn't agree with the grounds for filing. It is correct that I said I would not be filing this on her behalf because I found the legal argument not to be correct. At this hearing, then Ms. Janeski did file these motions, and so I would discuss it further with my management, but I would not be proceeding with these arguments at a hearing if the court were to set it for that. I understand Ms. Janeski does want to proceed with these arguments, and I believe that she's requesting to represent herself if this court sets this for a motion hearing.
Now, Ms. Janeski, are you requesting to represent yourself?
Well, I'm asserting my right to represent myself. I'm not requesting.
All right, then if you're not requesting to represent yourself, then what's going to happen is you're going to continue to have counsel.
Well, I'm asserting my right, which is much stronger than requesting. I shouldn't have to request something that I have a right to. It just should be automatic, right?
All right.
Like the Sixth Amendment
and the
Constitution.
It is, ma'am.
Yes.
It is not automatic. So first,
the Sixth Amendment says, right?
Talking.
Well, you asked me a question. I'm answering under the Sixth Amendment.
Nope. Stop talking. So look, this is the way it's going to work. I'm going to give you what your rights are. And then if you make a choice to represent yourself, you can, after I've finished giving you those rights. Do you understand that part?
I comprehend it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So first of all, what you're charged with is police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. It's an attempt. It has a maximum penalty of up to 1 year in the Washtenaw County Jail. Do you understand that part?
I comprehend that that's what you're charging with. I don't understand it because it's false.
Okay. Do you understand that that is what the maximum penalty is?
I do, which is why this is unconstitutional, because I was the victim in the case and falsely arrested.
I think what I'm going to do is refer her to make sure she's competent, because at this point in time, if she can't understand and she wants to use a different word, then I guess what I need to do is figure out.
Comprehend means that I know what it means. Okay. Understand means that I'm understanding the court, and I am not understanding the court because I'm challenging jurisdiction. I don't need a competency evaluation. I see a psychiatrist every month because I have ADD. So if you would like me to present to you that I'm mentally fit, that's fine. But for you to say that I have to have a competency evaluation with no cause because I'm asserting my
There's
rights, that's a
plenty of-
violation of Shearer
there-
versus Cullen. All I'm doing is
Okay.
asserting my right to
Alright.
represent
Person is
myself.
Referred for competency. We'll prepare an order so she can be evaluated so we can
Well, I
determine.
object to that. I
You
object
can
to the
object to
competency
whatever you
evaluation.
want to object to, but if you don't participate, then I'll put you in custody until we get an exam done. Do you
But why?
understand?
But you have to say that there has to be a reason, there has to be a cause for it, and I have a right to know why you are forcing me to do something that I don't want to do when I thought I had a presumption of innocence. I thought I'm supposed to
Ma'am, I'm
not have my
referring
right.
for competency. You need to stop talking. And if you don't participate, I'm gonna put you in custody, and I already placed on the record why.
Okay, and also isn't the officer supposed to be here today to testify? And if
No,
he's not,
that is not
well,
how that works. See, you don't
I
know
thought
anything about this, and that's why you shouldn't be representing yourself. But
I
you
did. The
understand that
preliminary
you
exam
can
was supposed
only
to have
comprehend it.
witnesses.
This is not a preliminary examination, ma'am.
Oh, I thought that's what that was. I was just under the impression it was a
Refer for
preliminary.
competency, and I'm gonna schedule this for a hearing on November 20th in person, so we can have these conversations in person and see if they go any
Well, I
different.
don't have any way to get there. I live very far away from where this is
Then
now.
I think when you get picked up and you're required to come here by police, then you'll have a way to
But
get here.
why would that be necessary? All I'm asking, I'm challenging jurisdiction, which I'm allowed to do without being retaliated against. You're retaliating against me because I'm challenging the jurisdiction of the court. And
That
that's
is
a
not what's
violation
going
of my
on.
rights.
Okay, Ms. Doneski, you either need to be here, you need to participate in the competency, and you need to be here on November 20th, or you will
Well,
be
I'm going to be
arrested.
filing with the Court of Appeals on this
Go ahead,
and the
ma'am.
Court of Claims because this
Thank
is not
you.
okay.
All right. Bond is continued for now. Once you get the notice of your actual interview from the forensic department, if you don't participate, I'll issue a bench warrant.
Okay, well,
I'm
like I said,
done.
I'm going to be objecting to